Got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Go. 65. 65. Done. 55.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Get out the field, defense. Check. 55. Listen. Check. Go. Two jet. Pilot, 64. Weak.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Back. 45.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Great. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, let's get in them holes. Check the backer.
Working from the gun. Wentz. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Great 15. Done.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get... Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. On on 2nd and 9. Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 33 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They run Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use on paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, Orbit.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Shit. Sunday. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, Ford Tokyo. 45 to Mike. Listen.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watch the curl. 45. Mike, 45.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, empty. Hey, Haywood. 45, Mike, 45. Come on. You better.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond True.
Man, that shit was like...
Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Protein spill. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike 55, Mike 55. 5. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, check. 5-7. Watch 55. Man, that's track. Hey, other side, solid.
Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Jackson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, exit. I can't believe they even let you play.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
6-6, pull it high.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before.
Bullshit right there.
They get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Check, 45 the mic.
Hey, keep it up.
45.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Flush to his right. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Sunday. Go. Watch the run.
Here's Wentz to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. He rifles one that's
fucking making my man move so
Trevor Williams with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating some.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, go.
45. Mike, 45.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check this out.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. To throw is Wentz. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan looking end zone for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a short return to the 6-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Lace 5-2, lace 5-2. Hey, we're good. Look that.
They go with Howard again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
120. Red 5-2, come here. Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. They were trying to erase that deficit in 1 play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep? to force the incompletion. We might need to mark this one down. We may look back
This
and
motherfucker
say
shit
that was a
glitching.
game-saving play.
Bad.
31 yards on the
bad
punt there.
right now.
And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
This is Freeman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan flushed out right. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field?
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 31 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. To try again after the sack. Wentz. And this one's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check 45. The board, Tokyo.
Now Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 45 the mark.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards that time. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play action. Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? On the return, Jackson. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
45. Mike. Straight 15. Straight 15. I got you. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Here we go. Let's bring it.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And shedding through the tackle. He's got the lane.
That's crazy.
There he goes.
Good game, man. That's crazy.
And takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. To throw is Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here we go. Ready? Check 57. Hey, orbit. 59. Flight 59. You better be done.
Back to throw. Wentz. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this? Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Mike, check. 59. Time to go, night. Share. Hey, Alpha!
Wentz to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, but now it's third and goal. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time.
Good game.
This game's over.